a forester stumbled upon a small wolf cub ensnared in a trap. The creature's front paw was caught, and the little one, in its struggle for freedom, could not extricate itself. The forester couldn't bear to leave the helpless creature to its fate. With a careful touch, he freed the wolf cub and watched as it struggled to stand on its 3 good legs. Realizing the cub needed more than just freedom, the forester decided to take it home. The wolf cub, despite its initial vulnerability, began to thrive under the forester's care. The man's decision to move to the city, where his daughter lived, led to a new chapter in their lives. The forester left his home to his grandson, who had recently married and eagerly settled into the cozy dwelling. The wolf, now an integral part of the household, displayed a peculiar behavior. It treated the young man with familiarity but regarded the women with a guarded suspicion. However, as the young wife's pregnancy progressed, a subtle change took place. The wolf, sensing the life growing within her, softened its stance and even accepted food from her hands. Just when it seemed like the family's happiness knew no bounds, tragedy struck. One winter day, while the husband was away at work, the wife accidentally flooded the stove, filling the house with deadly carbon monoxide. Unaware of the danger, she succumbed to unconsciousness, her unborn child hanging in the balance. The husband returned to a devastating sight, his wife lying lifeless on the floor. Frantically calling for help, he learned that the paramedics were unable to revive her. Despair gripped him as he wept beside the woman he loved. In the midst of this tragedy, the wolf, sensing something amiss, forced its way into the house. It approached the lifeless body, licking her hands and attempting to reach her face. The grieving husband, consumed by anger, banished the wolf to the yard, chaining it up. Throughout the night, the wolf howled and clawed at the ground, driven by an inexplicable urgency. Frustration welled up in the widower, and he contemplated ending the creature's torment with a gunshot. Yet, something made him reconsider. Morning arrived, and he released the wolf from its chain. Without a second thought, the wolf sprinted towards the woods in the direction of the cemetery. The man, lost in his grief, paid little attention. The day of the funeral dawned, and after the somber proceedings, the widower returned home. The wolf, still restless, continued its attempts to break free. In a moment of despair, the man removed the wolf's collar, releasing it into the woods. As the man mourned, accompanied by the parents of his deceased wife, they approached the graveyard. A startling scene unfolded. The wolf was digging furiously at the fresh grave. People, outraged, attempted to drive it away, but then a faint sound reached their ears. A groan emanated from below, and the people, now fueled by a mix of disbelief and hope, hastily unearthed the barely conscious woman. To their astonishment, not only was she alive, but a faint heartbeat persisted within her womb. The doctors, confounded by the turn of events, couldn't explain how she survived, for she had been declared lifeless before. Since then, the wolf has become for these people not just a pet, but a full-fledged member of the family, because if not for his persistence, then 2 innocent lives would have remained lying underground.